we don't live in a bubble, and so it doesn't matter whether your company is making advanced products or not. You can use advanced technologies to make your company more competitive, and that's what we're trying to highlight.
BusinessJournalDaily.com 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal.
The event is May 20th at Eastwood Expo Center. The goal is to raise awareness of how advanced manufacturing technologies can be used to solve problems that the most traditional of manufacturers have. So it could be anything from rapid tooling, prototyping for form, fit, and function, using sensors to identify machines that are running too hot. It's for preventative maintenance. Predictive maintenance would be the term. We've got product demonstrations on how AI and big data can be used to help your staff or make decisions about everything from preventative maintenance to where, sales strategies, sales and marketing strategies, identifying potential new employees or new customers, keeping track of your competitors. The use of technology, we don't live in a bubble, and so it doesn't matter whether your company is making advanced products or not. You can use advanced technologies to make your company more competitive, and that's what we're trying to highlight.
So we'll be doing a mixture of panels and demos. So as Barb mentioned, we're gonna, some of our portfolio companies, we're actually gonna give them an opportunity to get in front of people and showcase their products. So SpokeBee, which she mentioned, which is the bespoke price figure configurator, there'll be one they'll go on for about 15 minutes to showcase how they can help manufacturers. The data aggregate Barb mentioned, that will also be one. That's called Aiden AI. They were previously in the medical field. They've actually moved over to the advanced manufacturing field, just with how much information goes into both of those. Obviously with medical, there's so much information there. They saw that they have a play in the manufacturing space. So they moved over that way and kind of aggregating all that information, what they call a data tower, they'll be presenting. And then a company that pitched at Shark Tank this last year, they're LA or California based from the West Coast. They're gonna kind of hopefully Skype in, Zoom in, we'll figure that out. But they're kind of the big tool that we have right now that for a lot of our portfolio companies. It's essentially a tool that allows you to search by revenue, capabilities, industries, NAS codes, so all of those things, you can search by them. So essentially, if I wanted to, I could type in looking for manufacturers in Youngstown who do 3D printing, and we would come up, and Juggerbot would come up, and all our portfolio companies would come up. So that's going to be a tool that is that they're going to do a demo, and then our panels will have a 3D printed Sandcore panel, a polymer panel, an industrial IoT panel, and then we're also doing a panel on the aerospace hub that we got announced with America Makes. Registration opens at 11. The panels kick off at noon. Lunch is included. They'll go till 5 with a combination of panels and demos going in between with some networking. There'll be a vendor space where some of our companies and other companies from the area are going to have their products there to pitch. We plan to have a company from Athens, Ohio. They're kind of an OU spinoff called Vitruvian. They're making a 3D printer that can print structures and houses. So they're actually going to bring their printer up to the Eastwood Event Centre and have it on display there. And then afterwards, from about 4:30 to 5:30, that'll be our networking hour, cocktail hour, all that. So that's so 11 to about 6 o'clock is the time frame. Tuesday, May 20th, a week before Memorial Day. We kind of think people might want to get out of the office and do something fun. Come see some cool stuff.
YBI believed in the value and importance of building and maintaining our manufacturing community long before people started talking about onshoring and reshoring. We have been at this for the last 15 years. And so I think this event is the culmination of all of the effort that we have been putting in to raise awareness of how manufacturers can use technology to make themselves more competitive. Traditional manufacturers can use advanced manufacturing technologies to solve everyday problems, whether it's tooling that they need very quickly or want to save money on it, to prototyping for form, fit, and function, or using sensors for advanced warning that a machine's going to go down. This is the work that we do. This is the work that our advanced manufacturing team does every day, and it aligns very nicely with our startup companies. And so this is a marriage of the two programs.
I think this space and what we've been doing for such a long time, it's, the people that know, but the people that don't just have no clue that we're here. They're shocked to find out when they come here for a tour, they see it on the news. So I think the big play with this is getting in front of everyone. This is kind of going to be, with riding off the high we got with the Innovation Hub, coming out and showcasing people that, hey, this is something that exists downtown. Natural, NCDMM, America Makes. People just don't realize that this is here. It's just a tiny building on Boardman Street. So I think this event is really going to help us get in front of those people, and then how the manufacturers can utilize it. Having all those panels, showcasing our success stories, showcasing the tools we have for people. I think that's how it's going to have a greater impact on the manufacturing community in this region.
This event is for any manufacturer in the community, but it shouldn't just be looked at as something that the engineering team should go to. It would be valuable to the CFO or the CEO to get a better understanding of how the technology could be used at a higher level. Also, great tools available for the sales and marketing departments or the maintenance departments. It really isn't a one-size-fits-all event. It's something that would be beneficial to just about anybody, any department head within any company locally.
BusinessJournalDaily.com. 3 Minutes With is brought to you by Farmers National Bank.
Save, borrow, and invest with Farmers. Take heart knowing you're helping create a strong community. Mind your money at Farmers. Talk directly to local decision makers about your loans, investments, and insurance. Farmers. Fiercely local, fiercely loyal.